I'm Céline Le Bourdais, and I'm a distinguished James McGill Professor of Sociology. I came to McGill in 2004. I was awarded a Canada Research Chair in Social Statistics and Family Change. And also with that, I had a Canadian Foundation for Innovation, so that we create here a research data center that give access to researchers to all Statistics Canada micro detailed data. So it's a very important infrastructure serving all faculties across McGill. Well, I am, because I've been studying families for many years, and right now I am working, it's a very interesting data set. It's this general social survey that was conducted by Statistics Canada, this one in 2011, and in there they collected retrospectively the whole family history of respondents. So I know, when they started living with a partner, got married, have kids, if they separated. And those data now have been linked with their tax file data. So since 1992 to 2013, we can follow the family lives that individuals had, and also what was the implication for their financial situation. For example, what was, if they got separated, for example, what was the implication for their economic situation, if they had children. And so therefore, we've been looking, for example, at the impact of separation on women's trajectories. Now with a postdoc, we're working on looking at the trajectories in terms of family setting. For example, when you are in a couple, you have kids and you're married or you're separate, and see how it affects the income of men of women, and see what is the premium. Sometimes they said for men to become a father they get an income premium, as opposed to women they get a motherhood penalty. So we're trying to track that and see how it has changed over time. I got there, well, a little bit by chance and not, because my dissertation, my PhD dissertation, was on income determination, okay? So what was it? Was it the effect of a class, being, for example, an owner as opposed to a worker? Or was it because of your skill, the kind of skills that you have, So what explained the difference between, people who were working? And by the end of the day, the biggest difference at the time, that was a long time ago, that was being a woman as opposed to a man. And then the conclusion was always, well, it's because women, they take care of their family. But at the time, sociology, there was sociology of the labor market, sociology of the family, and the two fields didn't interact at all. And so, so there was this big question. And when I came back here to Canada, there was this survey that was done in 1984, which was a survey on family, where they were looking at the family trajectories of women, but also what was their employment trajectory. And so therefore, I was able to start, looking at what was the impact of, the trajectories of women. So it sort of started by income, and then I got interested in family. And then I must tell you, families just kept changing. There was single parent family and step family, and then there was all in Quebec this idea about cohabiting union as opposed to married couple, and how sharing the housework. So I've been working in that for over 30 years, and I never got tired. And part of it was also after the separation of parents, there was custody of children and payment of child support. So that was, a lot of it was finally related to public policy, and it sort of influenced the development of, indirectly, of certain policies. So that's what I've been doing. It's sort of, feeding a lot about, what are the tools that we need also to study, because I've been also very involved in, developing data, and also developing methods to be able to get use of the data, because if you want to develop good policies, you need to have very good sociological research based on very solid data evidence. And so that's the way that I think I've been trying to influence the field of sociology and population studies, because I'm really involved in population studies.